doing? Hope you're well. Thank you for being here. As always, I know it wasn't really a massive stretch. You just had to wait for the next video because it got done straight away. So this is video number 2 from today. The last one was Fortal featuring Teto. This is awesome. I know Brazilian Trap Lyrics doesn't have the lyrics posted, doesn't have the video posted on his channel, but like I said before, I do actually have the lyrics right here. For those of you who have doubted me and telling me that I'm talking shit, they are literally right here, like right here, and I will read out bits. So the intro, according to these lyrics, is the sound, and we're gonna check it out. So if they are wrong, so what? I print them out. I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. You let me know in the comments whatever I got wrong or whatever these translations got wrong. So no more talking, more watching. Let's do it. Ooh, different. There's sitar in there. It's right now. It's like a mixture of a sitar version of what is it? I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you. Do you know what I mean? That's literally what it sounds like right now, but just with a sitar version of it. All right, let's go. But I'm guessing this is the sound. That's such a basic fall on the floor type beat. Oof, I love that guitar, by the way. I absolutely love guitars in tracks if they're done properly, if they're played properly, and yeah, I just love them. Let's go. It's like a bit of Eric Clapton, bit of Manhattan in there. Ding, ding, ding. And I love how he's running towards, how Matue is running towards a metronome. Do you know what I mean? That's pretty funny. It's just a proper 70s, 80s, well, late 70s American rock music. That's literally what it is, and it's like it's like Vietnam music. That's what it is. I'm waiting to hear Creedence Clearwater to come on right now. Do you know what I mean? Just to start singing here. Bit of Jimi Hendrix. Right, so the first lyrics, I went looking within the tone and got lost in the illusion, chasing after the sound. I'm guessing, right? Rather than just because that makes no sense. Okay, that's pretty nice. I really like that. I mean, okay, if you just get past that intro, which is literally a minute and 30, so it's about a minute and 20 seconds. Yeah, so if you get past that intro, then it sounds, I mean, not that the intro didn't sound good, but it's just a long intro. Not as long as the Pink Floyd intro, but still a long intro. And this song proves Matue's versatility, or what I've been saying about his versatility. I mean, it is genuinely, people have been saying that they don't like the album, and how can you not like the album? It is, from so far, like, even though I've ranked the songs that I like, that's just my opinion. That's just, everyone has their own personal preferences, but the album in general, like, so far has been absolutely incredible. Because there has been varieties of songs, but like, there hasn't, like I've said before, it hasn't been extreme from one extreme to the other. But there's been within that tone, there's been little experimental tracks, and this is one of them. I like this. I really like this. Okay, so just so we can go through the lyrics real quick. So I've said the first line. The third line was beyond here, beyond this vision, I could feel my heart. So that's the obviously the mi corazon. And like the thing is that there are some words that we'll understand in Portuguese, but again, by no stretch of the imagination do I speak the language. Let's just get that out there. I can understand some words. Corazon, I know that means heart because it's the same in Spanish. So yeah. Yeah, okay, so I'm guessing the lyrics are quite right because the from what I'm hearing, and the last line was, and I followed this mission, I had to listen to my intuition. So yeah, it's right there. Chasing after the sound. That first verse was excellent. There's some sitars. That beat is infectious. That beat is absolutely infectious. You cannot help but move along to it once Matue starts singing because it just fits so well. Yeah, I'm not doing it justice by saying that he's a great artist.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams. Correndo atrás do som.
Just chasing after the sound, and you come up with this song, and I know it's going to sound crazy, but I really, really like this song. I mean, especially that first verse. And this is exactly what I mean when I say I wish sometimes I just printed out the Portuguese lyrics, because at the very least I can try and follow reading it or listening to Matue singing it and then singing along with him. Because that first verse was excellent. Like, I really, really enjoyed that first verse. I'm not saying the second verse was bad or anything like that, but the first verse really stuck in my head. It was just the way that he sang, the way that he, that again, he just uses his voice as an instrument. And even with the addition of auto-tune, it's like two instruments that just really go together. It's like two guitars and they're panned left and right. And with Matue, it's like his voice and auto-tune panned left and right, and they sort of just mix together very, very nicely. But I kind of got some song. And they've added like what sounds a bit like Roger Troutman, you know what I mean, with the voice box in the background. There. Okay. It feels like it's got Billie Jean, like Michael Jackson's Billie Jean beat to it, with literally just the most basic drum beat. But again, it is so basic, but it is so infectious because our brains are just used to listening to basic things and going, yes. But if you tap on the table, like, that's very basic, but in your brain, like, you know, your brain enjoys listening to that because, again, it's that sort of repetitions, that pattern. It recognizes it is comfortable. Same with Matue's song, but again, when you listen to it, the familiarity comes from Billie Jean, from Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. Just listen to the music, almost. Dun, 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 dun. Literally, add them pianos, right, and you're there. Like, dun, 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 dun. It's just there. Like, my brain is telling me that is Billie Jean right now, but it is Matue. So again, he's got that in there. He's got a bit of what I said, like, you know, a bit of Roger Troutman, the sort of the voice box that he used on California Love. on both versions of it, because there is 2 versions of California Love, by the way. Go check it out. And he's kind of used his reggae voice. So there's a mixture of sounds within this track called The Sound, and it's literally him searching for the sound, like what makes him unique. And I think, I'll be honest, I think he has reached that moment right now, because this song is really, really good. Oh no, don't skip. You after I did that last bit, you kind of heard like a little but I'm reaching. I know, I'm just kidding on that part. On that last part, I'm reaching. There you go, you heard that. It's sound, isn't it? Matue, he is from the era of, like, you know, he grew up in the era of the sort of the later Michael Jacksons, and we grew up with Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not listening to him back in the 80s because we weren't born yet, but shit, we grew up with listening to Michael Jackson. And yeah, and that's sitar music. It's just something, again, it's a little bit of difference. I mean, even the Beatles had sitar music in one of their, was it the White Album? I think it was. I can't remember which album it was. But they even had sitar music. So again, it just shows the sort of the experimentation that Matue is taking place. And this track is called literally The Sound. And now it's changed to what sounds the beginning of a Bob Dylan song. Where you standing there watching? You know what I mean? That type of shit. I don't know Bob Dylan, by the way. Like,
I think this might be the sound.
I think you found it. That's the sound. I mean, even that bass is close to bloody to Michael Jackson's trilogy. Classic. Even though that song was very basic in terms of the lyrics, because it was obviously just, it was almost just repeating the sound. But I feel probably the most creative of the beats that I've heard so far. Like, this is track number 5. Oh, sorry, this is track number 6. And this has been the most different track from the album so far, like in terms of music wise, and I think it's probably the most creative. Maybe I've reached into you know, conspiracy theories with what I've been saying, but again, it's just, this is why I do what I do, because I enjoy analyzing things, and I enjoy, like, you know, just sort of thinking, could it have been that, could it have been this. My brain works like that. Some people's brains work like that as well, others don't. But either way, you just let me know in the comments and we can have a discussion about it. But personally, after 1993, I have to put this track as the second of my favorites. And because, like, 1993, it was more of a hip-hop track, and that's what I am. I'm a hip-hop guy, and I always have been. But I will always respect, and I have listened to many other genres, hence why I say what I say. But yeah, I think this was probably the most creative track so far. I know there is another 2, 4, 6. There's another 6 tracks to go yet. So do stay tuned. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to be notified. But like I said, they will be coming out, and do share them out. Clip the videos. Do whatever you need to. Tag Matue, tag 30 Prom, tag Brandao, tag Tato Ve, whatever. Right? Whoever you need to tag, you tag them. And I'm gonna go. I will catch you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay alert.